Welcome to Getting Started with QuoteTrader. Hi, I'm Brent Threadgill. I'm the QuoteTrader Product Manager. Before we get started on how to use IB and TWS with QuoteTrader, I wanted to give you a couple of tips on contact and support. First of all, via email, you can send to trading@quote.com and expect to get a response that business day. Another way to get support is on the web. Just go to quote.com. In the upper right-hand corner, you'll see a button labeled Help. And then finally, we have forums on Raging Bull. That also can be accessed via quote.com. Forums are a great place to share ideas, ask for more information, or get tips and tricks from other users. And now, without further ado, let's get started with IB and QuoteTrader. This is a real quick start on how to use QuoteTrader with Interactive Brokers Trader Workstation. First, launch Trader Workstation, which will give you the login window. And once we log in, we're going to check the configuration. Click on Configure, go to API, and make sure that this first section, this first choice has been selected. Enable ActiveX and Socket clients. Now we can go ahead and minimize IB. And now we have QuoteTrader launched. So let's open a chart so you can see how Interactive Data provides intraday and historical data. Now you'll notice it says blocked. If you get that, it's probably because you're not connected. So right click in the chart, make sure you've got Interactive Brokers selected, and then click on Connect. Just as I thought. We get the incoming connection attempt. You'll always get that with IB. So click OK, and now you can see we are connected. So let's so here it is. I'll go ahead and maximize that. You can see how rich the charts are from IB in QuoteTrader. And we can go in and we can format the window to, change the background of the chart, make it a little bit more visually appealing, make the bars a different color. So there's lots of flexibility there. In addition, you can add crosshairs. You can change the chart from a normal to candlesticks. Change the font. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. Now that we're in these charts, some of the things you can do, add some of the studies, and take a look at some of these studies. Pretty impressive. Basic things like moving averages, and you can go in and change these colors too, just to make it easier to see, whatever your personal preferences are. As well as adding those on pane, you can add these under pane, like volume and the CCI and those kinds of things. Now we can also stack them. Since we have volume and CCI down here, we'll click Stack Studies, and as you can see, the bottom we've got these two tabs, so we can alternate between the two. And we could add more if we chose. The last thing is, take a look at if I wanted to zoom in on one part of the chart, I can do that, and I can also do it by taking my mouse to the bottom of the window and holding down the left mouse key and dragging the x-axis, giving me more or less time visible in this pane, and I can do the same thing on the y-axis. So lots of flexibility with IB and the data in the charts. I'll put that down over here for a moment. And we'll launch the Trade Manager. And pop that window out. I have this little button at the top. I can click this icon, and it'll pop the window out. So it just gives me a more efficient use of real estate. I'll go ahead and take it up here so we can really see the dome and how effective that is. Why don't we go ahead and create a symbol. I'll just do the near-term month E-mini. It's on Globex. I've got the underlying, and this symbol can be anything, by the way. I put ESM7. You want to have it in, yeah, this can be anything, excuse me. This has to be the root that IB uses, and then the security type, and then the exchange, and you click lookup, and it goes and gets them all from IB. I see here in the expiration column 0706, that's the one I want. And we're waiting for data. What you're looking at is all of the orders that are currently being bid to buy and all of the orders that are currently being offered to sell. One thing I want to point out is these two black lines represent the bottom line is the best bid and the top line is the best ask. So you can see right away that there's a spread. Now this row, which is the best bid, is in the dome, will always be the best bid. And I put my mouse over that, and you can see in the far left hand corner, or in the left hand column, it says buy limit 1. If I do a single click, take a look at this order ticket for IB. Pretty powerful. You got all sorts of routing options that I could change if I wanted to. Multiple order types. I can quickly increase the quantity just by single clicking if I choose. I can even put in a bracket order. We'll get into that later, but I can place an order that would simultaneously, or place this order to buy, for example. This would simultaneously place an order to sell below it, a stop loss, and a stop limit above, or a sell limit above it. I'll go ahead and submit that. And you can see down here, sell stop, 0 of 10 have been filled. There's my limit pending to be filled. 0 have been filled of 10, and there's my sell limit at the top. And with a single mouse click, I can also cancel. Remember, as we're getting started with QuoteTrader, hi, this is Brent Threadgill. I'm the QuoteTrader Product Manager. I wanted to give you a couple of tips on how to get started with QuoteTrader. Hi, this is Brent Threadgill. Hi, this is Brent Threadgill. I'm the Product Manager of QuoteTrader. Before we get started on how to use IB with QuoteTrader, I wanted to give you a couple of tips on contact and support. Welcome to Getting Started with QuoteTrader. Hi, I'm Brent Threadgill, the QuoteTrader Product Manager. Before we get started on how to use IB and its Trader Workstation with QuoteTrader, I wanted to give you a couple of tips. Welcome to Getting Started with QuoteTrader. Hi, I'm Brent Threadgill. I'm the QuoteTrader Product Manager. Before we get started on how to use IB and TWS with QuoteTrader, I wanted to give you a couple of tips on contact and support. First of all, via email, you can send to trading@quote.com and expect to get a response that business day. Another way to get support is on the web. Just go to quote.com. In the upper right-hand corner, you'll see a button labeled Help. And then finally, we have forums on Raging Bull. That also can be accessed via quote.com. Forums are a great place to share ideas, ask for more information, or get tips and tricks from other users. And now, without further ado, let's get started with IB and QuoteTrader.